G'day, I'm Phil Irons, the designer of the Irons Shear Scraper. The reason it came about was that I want to get as uniform finish as I can on the surface of my piece when I'm colouring, without any compression marks or excessively torn grain, and this does it. I've created a very fine burr on here with like a 25 micron diamond because I want it as fine as I can get it, and it's giving me a really good surface on the timber. Normally you just have an Allen key here, and you've got to find another Allen key. This has got a slightly bigger bolt and a spring washer underneath. So as I come around the corner, I've got to adjust that. I don't need to find an Allen key. I can just adjust it by hand to be able to get round the corner there, and the same to go the other way. So I can just move it by hand, but it's rigid enough with the spring washer to be able to use it without doing it up really tight. You've also got the option of doing it up tight if you want to do something that could just cause some vibration. So let's do a little bit more. So you use it with it slightly angled in the direction of the cut. Have it at about a 15-degree angle, and you're actually drawing it around the piece. You're not rubbing the bevel at all, and you can really refine the shape. You can actually go back uphill, so means you can refine the shape and get a really good finish straight off the tool. So to get in that little corner there, just adjust a little bit. Get around there and get a really good finish straight off the tool. Perfect. Okay. So the reason this is three-sided is so you can sharpen up all three faces, and that's just take the old burr off the top and then run a new one on up that face. Because it's such a fine, it is a fine burr, it doesn't last a hugely long time. So when one face is worn, you just turn it around and bring another face into play. So to use it, I'm trailing, so the tool handle is down at about 15 degrees. I've got about a 45-degree angle on the cutter, and I'm actually drawing across the surface, not rubbing the bevel. And it's you watching the profile the whole time to refine your shape. And doing that, you get a really, really great surface straight off the tool. It's really difficult to cut a perfect surface, so this, you can refine it down to the equivalent of like 240 grit sanding, but I will sand it. So obviously you're cutting downhill from the largest diameter down to the smallest. So I've just finished this bit off here. And remember, the tool is sloping the direction of the cut, so when I want to go around from the other side, I'll just angle it slightly the other way, move my tool rest, and I can go around the other way now. So I'm cutting downhill the whole time. Change the angle slightly again. You got to get around that corner. I'm loving these shavings that are coming off this. Okay, just need to move the tool rest a little bit closer. Get in there. And now I can get right in there with good support. little bit of vibration in the tool there, and that's where you could just tighten it up a little bit more to stop that vibration. But it's not a tool for removing a lot of material, it's just a tool for refining your shape and reducing the amount of sanding. Works really well on the outside of the bowls as well. A few little marks here I want to get rid of. So you can really refine your shapes with it and get a phenomenal tool, phenomenal finish straight from the tool. Cool. As I mentioned earlier, it's really good for bowls as well. You see there's a load of torn grain here, so I can use this to really refine the shape and get rid of the torn grain and reduce the amount of sanding you need to do. So it's the same thing, I'm just drawing it round. I've pretty much eliminated all the torn grain, there's still a little bit there. So just have another go, a few more revs. So that edge has gone off that side, so we'll just bring a new edge round. And you're pulling it round, you're not pushing it, you're drawing it across the surface, not rubbing that bevel.